I believe the record states it could be Morgan or an actual girl. Hey guys, Morgan here. It is the last day of February and I'm overwhelmed. There's so much to do this week. There's so much to do this month. I've got wrapping up a client job, a map illustration project. I've got 2 events coming up this week. We've got a artist visit night at a little village art festival, which I'm super stoked about. I'll be painting on site and talking to folks. And Flux, the chalk festival this weekend in downtown Panama City. It's gonna be super fun. My pieces are done for both, but there's a lot of prep work to do. That's for this week, but for the rest of March, like I said, I want to take some time off from client work and work on some personal initiated projects. I'd like to finish my new website and kind of promote that, get some new business cards made, which I meant to do before these 2 events this week, but didn't quite get to. And yeah, start posting YouTube videos. It's gonna be a busy month. I'm really excited about it. These self-initiated kind of things and getting to do events with other artists involved are always really fun for me, but I get a little caught up in the planning, so this week is gonna be wild. So yeah, March goals. Make it through all the events this week, finish my client project revisions, and finish website and new business card and branding, and start and promote the YouTube channel at the end of the month. Let's go. So it is March 3rd, I think, and we are back in the van. I just checked my packing list for Flux. Everything is good to go. The sun is shining. I think the chance of rain might have gone down, which is great news. It's pretty windy, so I'm a little nervous that these stencils that I spent 5 hours on yesterday may or may not work how I hope they will. Here's hoping. If they don't, there is always a plan B. There's always a way to transfer it by the grid. It just takes longer, and I'd love to get to the painting part. Feeling pretty tired. I think I'm still overcoming whatever bug I had last week, and yesterday was supposed to be my recharge day from the Little Village event, but I had to make the patterns and work on client edits and all kinds of stuff. So it's been a really busy week. I'm feeling the drag, but I just took 2 Tylenol, and I have some caffeine with me that I will glug on the way to the event. But I'm excited, a little nervous, but mostly excited. I'm going for a much bigger section and much more ambitious piece than I did when I first did Flux 2 years ago. While I'm thinking about it, Flux is actually a really special event to me, and I got kind of nostalgic thinking about it this morning. This is the first local art event that got me involved with the Bay Arts Alliance, which led to a lot of other great projects with Jason Kreitzer and the folks at the Panama City Center for the Arts. So I realized this is kind of coming full circle for me for the first time because I couldn't participate last year. So I'm hoping to knock it out of the park. I'm feeling pretty tired, but I have a plan. And where there's a will, there's some paint.
I could never want it any other way. And if you had a reason that'd make you stay, we could go out.
so it is March 9th, a couple days after Flux was this last weekend. I had a really good time. I was super worn out between all the prep for the events last week, catching up on client revisions. I think I worked like 4 or 5 10-hour days last week, so I'm taking these last 2 days pretty much totally off. I had a meeting in the other side of the other county with an artist that I might be collaborating with later this year, so that was exciting. But just like worn out. I've been worn out, and taking time off, let my emotions and the way that I'm feeling about where my career is right now and just other personal stuff all catch up with me. So I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to finish up some client work this week and try not to put too much pressure on getting anything else done. And I'm thinking I might do some organization of my art supplies, some decluttering, and just kind of hit the reset button while having an easy, not too creatively pressured week. I'm feeling a little worn down, and I think it's time to take a short break. Hey guys, please excuse the laundry noises in the background. I've been having a pretty chill weekend after the events / non-events / client work of last week. My parents are out of town for the week, so the house is all to myself, nice and quiet. I'm waiting for the rain to come on and get over here. We've been waiting for rain for what feels like all week, so I'm kind of excited for it to finally come on down. We've got a tornado watch too though, so I'm watching. I guess I just wanted to check in, and I haven't been doing much of anything productive intentionally this weekend. It's been the first time I haven't been either going to Matt's gigs or working on things or had an event, and it's nice to kind of have things be quiet. I'm trying my best to not be productive and not, I've done laundry and I cooked some stuff for the week and all, but I'm trying to not time track or overly plan, just as kind of a break of pace. That being said, I say all that, I'm thinking about designing a PDF planner in InDesign that I can use on my iPad for planning all the tasks per week and how many hours I expect everything to take and how I want to lay out the week and events and da-da-da. I've been doing it on just a notepad and in my Rifle Paper Company planner, which I really like, but I think it might be a good idea to have kind of a prompted format for the way that my brain wants to plan. So we'll see. I might get up to it today. I might save it for the week. Oh yeah, next week. What do we got to get done next week? So next week, I know I want to film some and keep editing to get a backlog of videos ready for when I launch this YouTube channel. I know I want to do some painting. I know I would like to work half days-ish, if at all possible. I'd like to do some decluttering and organizing and getting rid of things that I am overwhelmed by. They're in the way, but that I know I don't need at this point. So for a week that I want to take fairly easy, there's a lot to be done. I think just because all of my work is in my client's corner at the moment, I don't have any super pressing, professional career-y things to be doing. I do want to finish my business cards. I do need to promote my website. The fact that there are no external demands at the moment is leading to me making a lot of internal demands. So to combat that while I'm still kind of recovering from having been sick and maybe a little bit of early stage burnout, I think I'm going to make a plan out my hours, and look at what is realistic to get done next week without putting myself out. And I could use some rest, I think, to come back better than ever in a little while. So let's see. Let's do some planning. Alright, so it is officially Monday. I didn't do my planning yesterday. I decided, no, I was pretty adamant about taking the weekend off to relax, kind of recover, not do any work stuff. I did get started on a template for a planner idea in Notability that I may or may not see through this week. I'm kind of trying to decide if it's going to be something I'll practically use or if it's just a distraction to like add complexity to my routine. So I will show you if I do end up kind of building that out. I think it could be cute. I think it could be fun. The way I have it templated is so that you can, well, I can build out stickers for each month to like change the color palette, which adds some novelty, which helps my ADHD brain a little bit keep up with something. I really want to get a lot done this week, but I also want to make sure I'm making time to do things that are fun and relaxing, because I've realized that in trying to harness my ADHD to be as productive as is possible, I've set a lot of systems in place that can be stifling if followed 24/7, which is what I've been doing. So I want to really work this week. I think my word for this week is going to be balance. There's things I want to get done while I don't have any client demands. There's a lot of things I want to get done while I don't have any client demands. But at the same time, I don't want to be like anxious and stressed about getting them done, that I don't take a little bit of time to have fun and rest and relax this week. So I have noticed some resistance to planning out my week as I typically do on this fun Monday, but I'm gonna take a deep breath. I'm gonna do my little bit of journaling that I usually do in the mornings, and then get to building a master list for this week. Let's go. So I just finished recording a video about Skillshare classes that I really enjoyed, which was super fun. It was kind of nice to like name people and give them their flowers about content that has really impacted me in my career. I think I'm getting better at recording stuff. I'm definitely not getting more comfortable talking to the camera, but I think I have a better understanding now that I've edited a couple things, how you can like jump cut and cut between things, and that every take doesn't have to be exactly perfect, and to not like start and stop recording between every single time that I say something. Probably going to edit, I'm going to finish editing a video I was working on last week and edit that video this week and film again on Friday. So I'm thinking that after this week I'll have everything ready for at least the first month of content. Maybe even a video after that. I mean, we'll see. Let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy, okay? But I think I'm going to upload all those videos to my computer and name them, because I haven't done that in the last couple and it made editing way harder. But yeah, let's organize some footage and get going with the day. I'm feeling accomplished. I think the next thing on my schedule though is to start decluttering my crazy like half art stuff, half clothing closet. So maybe we'll just like reward ourselves with some lunch and maybe playing video games for a little bit first. See ya. Okay, quick update from the past week. I've been terrible about filming. I took some time totally off. I hung out at my boyfriend's gigs and at the Driftwood guitar shop and got some work done. I started on some pieces for the upcoming Panama City Center for the Arts show. All the small things, that's what it's called. I started on a couple of small embroidery pieces for that, which is exciting. It's nice to finish embroidery when I've got so many big pieces that are kind of always in progress. And I'm debating on making a piece to submit mid-April for their Bay Annual. But it's been nice to relax a little bit. I've been editing videos, I've been following up on emails, but nothing high pressure, which has been great. Playing some video games, just kind of hanging out. That's kind of where I've been at this past weekend, some change, and if I can find some footage, I'll throw it in here. Cue the almost staycation, mostly-ish montage.
We're walking together through any weather. You and I, side by side. We can go anywhere when the sun is.
It is officially March 31st. Which means we've made it to the end of March and the end of this studio vlog. Yay! This is my first one of these vlogs that I've ever made, so I hope you've enjoyed it at least half as much as I've enjoyed putting it together. It's really nice to have a recap of what's gotten done in the month and kind of be able to go relive some of those good memories again. Speaking of what got done in the month, I recently reviewed what my goals at the beginning of the month were, and I think we accomplished, or I'm finishing out, almost everything that was on the list. So we made it through the events of the first week of March to great success and had a really good time. Then I managed to take some time off, which was not a goal of the month necessarily, but I'm really grateful it got done. I launched my new website just a couple of days ago, including my online store, and I'm getting new business cards printed today, so the design is already done. That will be completed. And I've also been able to finish up a couple client projects at the very beginning of the month, and I've started on some new client work. What else got done this month? I spent lots of time with friends, I hung out with pets, I drank a lot of coffee. I also got started unexpectedly on these 3 mini pieces for the All the Small Things show at the Panama City Center for the Arts coming up next month. I think the show's next month. The intake is definitely next month. But if the show's next month, look out for that in the next month's April's studio vlog. I wanted to do something inspired by Sean's channel at For a Little Peach. I really love, she does Q&A sections at the end of all of her studio vlogs, which is a great way to both answer things that people want to know and let people get to know you better. So I'm gonna steal that idea a little bit. If you haven't watched For a Little Peach, which who hasn't, but you should go check her channel out. I'll link it wherever the linking things happens. My friend Melissa has a couple questions. First, she asks, do you ever coat your outdoor murals? To which the answer is usually no, and I've never coated any of my outdoor murals. I've had clients bring in other professionals to coat them. I will sometimes look into materials, outer coatings that will be compliant with the paint that I'm using, but the paint that I use for exterior murals is just exterior house paint, so it's usually rated for UV color fastness and all those things. My friend Naomi asked, why are you so cute? It's because you're in my life and give me great pants. So there's the answer to that. And last question for today, Samantha asked, why the name A Beautiful Mess and why do you misspell it? Okay, I hear you. It's annoying that it's misspelled. I've got a good answer and then the slightly more real answer. The good answer is I read a line of prose somewhere on Pinterest that I can't remember the author for, and I don't exactly remember the direct quote, which is shameful, I know. But it said something about she'll take life as a beautiful mess or nothing at all, and I thought that was sweet and it kind of spoke to that I can feel very chaotic at times. I also like that it's kind of ironic because my work is very clean and tiny, but there's a lot going on, so it's like a beautiful, clean and tidy mess, kind of maximalist. So those are the, like, after the fact, figured out reasons why I've stuck with the name after I keep reconsidering it. And the real reason that I chose that name is when I went to form an LLC, I did not know what to use. And I don't have to use that as your actual business name, but my initials are MES for Morgan Elyce Summers. So it almost spells mess, and I've kind of just stuck with it. But I think it speaks to my work in some weird ways. Alright, I think that's all I've got for you in this one. I hope you've enjoyed the time we spent together, and if you like what you see, feel free to follow along and subscribe for more There's a bell somewhere. I'm not 100% sure how that works. I'll figure it out before the next video. If you want to take our relationship to the next level, feel free to find me at A Beautiful Mess on Instagram, or check out my website to see the rest of my body of work. That is at abeautifulmess.com. And until the next one, I'll see you in the next video.